Shalom, brothers and sisters. Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from Yahuwah. He's our Father. And Yahusha, the Mashayah, the one that carries the burden of Yah, his voice, our high priest, soon coming King. Hear, O Yeshua, Yahuwah, our mighty one. He is definitely one. This is Brother David coming to you again to bring you another report. Hedash. The moon became visible on this day. The renewed moon was confirmed. You can blow the trumpets and celebrate. What is the time? Day 1. From the 29th in the evening until the 30th in the evening. And your Shabbats will be on Saturday. Praise be to Yahuwah. We have it on the weekend, so you can be off. Now, no one cited the renewed moon on this day. At least, they didn't send me their sighting. So we went to our alternative, renewedmoonreport.com. If you want to confirm your sighting, you can go here, and I'll show you another place also. Look on the left, global observation confirmed, Friday evening, July 29th, 2022, location, Plant City, Florida, USA, confirmed. So we have Cocoa, Florida, USA, and we have North Branch, Missouri, USA. There's a picture for you. See how orange the skies are? We have dust clouds that's come from the Sahara in Africa. It's covering the eastern part of the USA, and it gives off this orange hue. So if you were looking for it, you probably saw this and said, let me wait until it gets darker. By then, it's gone. Let me show you something else. Look in above the picture. It says, the first report for the 5th new moon of the year came from the region of Plant City. Did you hear that? The 5th new moon, which means they are in the 5th month. How is it that they're in the 5th month and we're in the 7th month? They made 2 adjustments. Now you can see it for yourself. Remember, there's 12 months in a year. Is there 13? So they've added 2 months to the calendar in the space of maybe 4 years. Brothers and sisters, when you look up in the sky, you cannot change the way the lunar and the solar body works. You can't touch it. It's beyond reach of men. But they can make their adjustments on paper, feed it to you, and you'll accept it. Who are you following? The Gentiles? The Guyam? The Israelite brothers? They're all following Meton. Meton says that you have to make this adjustment every 3 years in order to bring the moon back to the equinox. Did you bring the moon back to the equinox? No. It's an illusion to feed their delusion. Do not follow them, but study the path of years. The path of years clearly tells you if you make any of these adjustments, if you follow the Gentiles or anyone that makes adjustments, you will be in error, and you will never find the path of years, which means you will never find Yahuwah's days. Then we have newmoonreport.com. It's another place you can go. Look at the sighting. The 29th of July, 2022. New moon, Cocoa, Florida. See, they have the arrow pointing down so you can see it. Then on New Moon Report, they have multiple sightings. I chose just these two. Texas, Houston, you had sighted by 2 people at 8:49. And then on the bottom you have Virginia, Blacksburg, sighted by 3 people, 9:03 p.m. Here's the picture, the 29th of July, 2022, Blacksburg, Virginia, Hedash. It became visible on this day, which heralds in the first day of the 7th month. Rejoice and be glad. Blow the trumpets. Prepare yourself a feast. Eat, drink, and be merry. Brother Kuya's calendar. This is what we need to see in order to make sense out of all of this, correct? Look on the top line. Look for Friday. Look what's in the box. It's the 4th Sabbath day of the prior month. The new moon is going to show up, and the Feast of Trumpets in the evening. All of the abbreviations are on your left. Look at the little bracket. That means look for the renewed moon. How does a day work according to Yah's calendar, according to the lunar calendar? From evening to evening is a day. Solar calendar, from sunrise to sunrise is a day. Okay, so from the 29th, see the 29th in red, Pope Gregory's calendar, and look at Yah's calendar in gray. It's also the 29th. So from the 29th in the evening to the 30th in the evening on Pope Gregory's calendar, but on the calendar in the sky, it's day 1. So it'll be from the 29th in the evening to day 1 in the evening is your new moon's day. And the Feast of Trumpets. Blow the trumpet at Hedash. Then you count to your 6 working days. Come to the next line. You see 31 begins on that line in red. Those are your 6 working days. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we come to number 5 on Pope Gregory's calendar, number 7 on the lunar calendar, and it says it's the first Sabbath day in the evening. How does the day work? From the evening to the next evening. Then you see the 8th. That would be your first Sabbath. You see, the way Yah has created things to work, it's not like men. His ways are not your ways. Stop trying to learn men's ways, reading their commentaries, following Meton, and follow what he put in the sky. It shows you exactly how everything plays out. It can show you all the days. Every Sabbath will show up on that calendar in the sky once you know how to read it. So we have day 8 would be the first Sabbath. Brother David, I thought the Father said that it's the 7th day. And this is the 7th day. Read Ezekiel chapter 20, and he tells you the gates in the east of the temple are open on Hedash, the renewed moon's day, and the gates of the temple are shut the 6 working days. We just went through the 6 working days. And then the gates are open again on the Shabbat. How many days is that from the beginning of the month to the first Shabbat? That's day 8. Then we count from day 8, we come to day 7. Day 7 would be day 9 on Yahuwah's calendar. You see on line 3? Day 7 on Pope Gregory's calendar. Day 9 on Yah's calendar. It's the day of atonement in the evening. Again, how does a day work? From the evening of the 7th on Pope Gregory's calendar to the evening of the 8th on Pope Gregory's calendar. But if you're looking up in the sky, it's the evening of the 9th to the evening of the 10th. This is the day that we're looking for. This is the day that your sins will be wiped away. Not if you're following the Gentiles. Not if you made an adjustment. Not if you made 2 adjustments. Not if you started from the dark moon. Not if you started from the full moon. You'll never find this day. Do you see how much this day is clouded? Not many people know how to find Yahuwah's days. And it's a simple reason for that. No knowledge. No reading comprehension. They only read commentaries from the Gentiles. And they're following the feast of the Gentiles. So they will miss this day. But you won't. If you follow us this year, you will have the right day. We have found the path of years, confirmed it, can explain it, and no one can explain it away. Now, even if you don't believe in what I'm showing you, do it anyway, so that your sins may be wiped away. You're going to afflict your soul on this day. The soul that is not afflicted on this day shall be cut off from the congregation. You won't have a chance. He could return right after this day. He could return after the Feast of Tabernacles. You don't know. You need to follow this day. The soul that does any work on this day, if you go to work on this day, you shall be cut off from the congregation. Now look, you see the 7th on Pope Gregory's calendar? That's how you tell time in the land of your captivity. You can work on that day, but you have to be home before the sundown. You understand? And you begin your fast at sundown. From sundown till sundown. 24 hours. If you do not afflict yourself on this day, you'll be cut off. If you do any work on this day, you'll be cut off. If you have the wrong day, you will not be lined up with the priest that is in heaven that is following that lunar body. He's not following Meton. He's not following the white man. He's not following the Israelite brothers. He's not following me. He's following those lunar and that solar body that works together. Come on, what's wrong with us? We've been fed lies all of our lives, and we accept them. Some of us love a lie. So join with us on this day, that your sins may be wiped away. This may be your last chance. If you're not a participant, when you get in that wilderness, you will have to give an account before our brother. And he will not be lenient towards you. From this day, day 10, on the lunar calendar, you come to day 15. The 14th day in the evening, you see 14, and it'd be number 12 on Pope Gregory's calendar. Okay? So it tells you in the box, Brother Kuya says it's the second Sabbath day. It's going to be a full moon. And it's the Feast of Booths in the evening. How does the day work? According to the lunar event, from the evening of the 14th to the evening of the 15th. So look at day 15. It's the second Sabbath day. It's a full moon. And it's the first day of the Feast of Booths, which really in all reality is tents or huts. How does it work? You are to hold this feast for 7 days. So let's count. 15 is the first day. Then you got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 on Pope Gregory's calendar. But on the calendar in the sky, it would be the 21st. Let's see what Brother Kuya has put in this box. It's the third Sabbath day. And it's the 7th day of the Feast of Booths. And in the evening, you're going to come into your Shabbat. How does your Shabbat work? From the evening to the next evening. I'm going to put out the video for the Feast of Booths, tents, or huts. In the law, in Leviticus, it tells us that you are to have a celebration on the 8th day. The 8th day would be the 22nd day. The restrictions are removed. No servile work can be done. But you can bake, you can boil, you can kindle a fire. Everything you need to do to prepare for your feast. But did you see something? Here's another one of Yah's 8-day count. From the 15th to the 22nd is 8 days. From the 1st to the 8th day, which is the first Sabbath of the month, is 8 days. Do you understand? His ways are not your ways. Follow instructions according to what is written in the book of the law, and you cannot go wrong. Do not follow anything that you cannot find in the book. It's just that simple. So on the 8th day, you're going to have a celebration. That's our regular weekly Sabbath. All of our Sabbaths are on 8, 15, 22, and 29 every single month, because all of your Sabbaths is on the lunar calendar, not on the solar calendar. You want me to prove it to you that it's not on Pope Gregory's calendar? Pope Gregory's calendar is a sun calendar. A sun calendar starts from sunrise to sunrise. Only the lunar calendar starts from evening to evening. When do you spot Hedash? Is it a sunrise? No, it's in the evening, which heralds in the beginning of the next lunar day. Okay, so I think I've covered everything here. But the main thing that I want you to remember is the Day of Atonement, from the 7th in the evening to the 8th in the evening. Shalom.